me to have a local hometown sponsor. It's so nice, especially with Caravan Guard. Have been there since right at the beginning. Before I won anything, they were there supporting me, and it's nice that they've kind of followed me throughout my whole career. And sponsorships are really important to every athlete. So they were kind of that pathway to the gold medal, because they got me the chair that I raced at my first World Championships. They helped me to afford that, and that is a massive step forward for a disabled athlete, just having the right equipment. And then the fact that they've just taken the journey through with me. Sponsorship for me goes obviously primarily towards paying for the racing wheelchair and everything that goes with it. So just the frame of the racing chair without any wheels costs about £5,000 because you're importing it from America. Then you have to have wheels, so you need race wheels, training wheels, you need race tyres, training tyres, road tyres. You have to have gloves that are specially made. You have to have speedometers, you have to have like special clothing to fit in the chair in. And then aside, away from equipment, you've got to pay for things like physio, you've got to pay to get to competitions and enter them, you've got to pay for travel and accommodation when you're there. It just keeps going. The list just is endless, and that's why sponsorship is so important, because aside from going out and getting a job, it's something that I'd never be able to afford to do myself. My life has changed beyond my wildest dreams. It kind of used to be, training was, it still is a fun part of my day, but it used to just be kind of the only part of my day. Aside from going to school or college, training was just something I did as a hobby. And since then, you cross that line in London and I can't go a day without someone recognising me, or having to be an appearance, or having to go somewhere that isn't Halifax to train. Life got busy after London and it's so much fun. I'm doing things that a 23-year-old could only dream of doing, and it's absolutely amazing, if not sometimes a little bit tiring. I don't get loads of time to relax. I think there's kind of this idea behind athletes that we kind of get up and we train and we go back to bed and then we go and train again, and I wish it was like that. But if I do get time, I'm just a typical 23-year-old. I love going to gigs with my friends, I love going shopping, I love the cinema, I love to go for meals with my friends, just try and spend time with people that I don't necessarily get to see very often. And I have to travel and be on the road a lot, so just spend time at home with my family and just sleep. That's my favourite thing to do. And it's amazing to be able to come back and visit those that were my first contributors and first supporters, really. But just having that home support, it's fantastic. It's great, because now I hold all 3 titles: Paralympic, World and European. I'm also a world record holder, so there's not much more I can do but keep retaining things. And it's also great that the distances I can race have increased. Obviously, for the past 7 years, I think, I've only been able to compete over the 2 distances. So up until Lyon 2013, which was the last time I was in, I could only race the 100, 200. Since then, in Swansea in 2014, it went up to the 100 and 800, and then this year they introduced the 400 into my repertoire. So 3 chances at gold, potentially 3 gold medals. It's a fantastic opportunity, and just doing everything I can to make sure I get all 3 in Rio now.